Alright, loud.com and Sha Stimuli.
Yep.
Alright, and the place to be, Columbus Circle, if you didn't know,
Uh-huh.
by the big globe in the background. What's the shirt all about right here?
Man, my man made this shirt, man. Same dude that makes my Sha Stimuli shirts. He made my I'm Him shirt. He gave me this. You know what? I always tell people I'm not just a rapper. You know what I mean?
Right.
So everywhere I go, like today, they want me to rap, and I just be like this, you know. Rap this.
Alright.
There's so many rappers in the world.
Yeah, there's a million.
Symbolism.
Alright. Yeah, no, you were saying before, you know, not just a rapper or whatever, you know, you hosted recently the AZ mixtape release party over at the Knitting Factory.
That was fun.
Now I was working, so I didn't get to see a lot of it. I know, right? But, I know.
We got the footage, though.
Yeah, we got the footage. But tell me what that was like hosting, you know, everything like that, the significance of the release.
Great experience, man. First of all, AZ's a legend. You know, I didn't realize how many hits he had until they played the joint. So it was an honor for me to be there, meet him, kick it with him, talk to him. At the same time, you know, being able to host and show my charisma and keep the crowd warm and talk in between the acts and ask them if they want me to perform. And it's like, you know, supply and demand. By the time they got warmed up, I did what I did in 3 songs. It was great. It was a good experience, a learning experience. You know, I think I hosted something like once, but it was good. So I had a great time.
And you said, and to kind of like parlay that, you know what I mean, into something else for your career, you said you're also like an actor too, right?
Yeah, I do some acting. I was in, I've done lead roles in independent films, and I've done background for a couple of majors. I was in a Terrence Howard film, the Wendy Williams movie. So it's, you know, I've learned both sides of the game, being in the front of the camera, having a lot of roles. I did a joint with my dude Pain in the Ass and Rock from Helter Skelter. We in a joint called Gotta Get Mine. That was real cool. It was a real good experience for me. You know, having a lot of lines and commanding the film and being one of the main people, and then seeing a difference on a major motion picture.
Right.
But I don't have no lines, but doing the same take 80 million times, and you know, it's great. I see a lot of big things in that for the future. So I'm lining up my resume right now.
Alright, no doubt. Now, you know, the buzz has kind of been building for a number of years now. You know what I mean? So you got into hip hop with your brother and everything. I mean, you know, I don't want to rehash your bio because it's on your MySpace, man. People can read it. But you know what I mean? Like, tell me, I guess, you know, just about the experience in general of being around all that kind of history, like at the time, because your brother was producing for Biggie and like, you know what I mean? Like, were you ever in the studio with Biggie? Like,
I was in the studio a couple times. Like, you know, when I was there, I was a kid, and you gotta think he's recording like for Ready to Die or picking beats, but I thought it was just for his demo. Like, you know, I didn't know that this guy was gonna be who he is today, who we call him as today. But at the same time, hearing him at that time, it just did something to me. You know? It made me want to write, but at the same time, I was comfortable being a fan. You know, and you know, I was around Master Ace all the time. I was in the studio with him, Craig G. Craig G was also at the show, at the AZ show. So we reminisced about back in the day, seeing me as, you know, a little 11-year-old kid just running behind them all the time. And I gotta thank my brother for giving me that experience, because me being young, I was able to see people that picked music as their dream and something that they wanted. And it wasn't just this fantasy for me, because this was their career.
Right.
So although it was something I wanted to do, I saw it was real. And fast forward, big pass, I felt like I couldn't really be a fan anymore. I felt like I had something to give to people. I felt like there was a void, you know? And I'm still here trying to help fill it.
All right. Well, part of that whole, you know, the whole movement and everything is the mixtape series. You got 6 so far this year. Do you have like a favorite one that you did so far, or no?
I think Stevie's my favorite because I pulled it off with no profanity. Stevie's one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
My mother likes that album, you know.
gotta be able to play music for mom.
Man, I've never been able to do that. You know, a lot of my stuff always has curses, and this one I think I poured a lot. You know, I put a lot of emotion into it, and I think that was the toughest for me. And that's probably why I'm drained right now. A lot of the songs range from, like, you know, religion, talking about love, talking about relationships. You know, a lot of stuff that goes on real albums. And for me to put it out there on what people consider a mixtape, you know, it's daring, it's stupid, but you know, why not?
So wait, have you tried to like get that any like, you know, camp or anything like that? Like,
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I know, hey, if anybody out there knows Stevie, you know, do what you can, man.
Gotta help this man.
Yeah, send the link.
Look at his face.
Man. I want him to hear it, definitely. You know, it's no person. It's It's flipping his records, you know, it's paying homage. You gotta pay homage to people while they're still alive, man. I tell you that much. You know, Isaac Hayes passed on us real quick, Bernie Mac died. Like, you gotta appreciate life, man. I swear. That's why I'm giving up so much music. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here.
And you obviously got a studio that you can work at, like, pretty easy.
I did, but I've learned that the free spots aren't always the best. You know, I worked at a lot of gully spots, and sometimes I get good sound, sometimes I don't. But you know, I started paying the studio. On this one, I kept it all in one spot, and it came out good.
Yeah.
I just bought me a MacBook, so once I learned how to use that.
Shout out to Mac. Get it this man.
Man, it's gonna be crazy. I'll be recording every day.
All right, no doubt. So, real quick, you're working also an EP and an album.
Yeah. I'm on an EP called Never or Now.
What is it? Never
or Now.
Okay.
Yeah, like now or never, but the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, everything, you know, it's about right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We put a lot of things off, and I just try to tell people focus on the present, man. Don't worry about yesterday. You know, get it right now.
No doubt.
And that's what that's about. I'm also working on an album called The Emotion Picture. That was the album that was supposed to come out when I was on Virgin. Shout out to Jay-Z for messing up my life. You know, but still working on that. Still got deals on the table. And
would you take a deal or what?
SRC, what up? Steve, what up, man? See a lot of names up in that office, man. I can sell some records, dog.
We met some people up there, huh?
I can sell some records. I don't know, man. The major thing is crazy. Just being up in there for a couple of seconds reminded me of those days, and they can forget about you real quick. You know, it's haunting of that record, that major label thing, man. But at this point, I've learned a lot. And what I've gone through with the whole Virgin Def Jam fiasco, getting caught in the middle, and you know, Jay doing what he did to me.
Do you need to expound on that or no?
To expound real quickly is just, you know, I was supposed to go from Virgin to Def Jam because he took my A&R from Virgin back over to Def Jam, told me I was coming with him. Made the call to JD and all the people saying it was going to happen, and then it stalled. And then that stall turned into 6 months to 8 months to a year and a half to 2 years being on a label, on a roster, but, you know, Virgin not putting me out, Def Jam not picking me up, me being stuck in between, the fans not knowing what's going on, and then your life just hits this roadblock where all you have is music.
Right.
So I'm thankful for being here, and this is my message to all the MCs and artists out there that the major deal may be what you're striving for, but be ready for it, because I didn't understand what it took. You know, I didn't have my records in place. I didn't have my team in order.
Right.
I didn't have my image. I didn't even know what I wanted to say. All I know was I wanted the deal and I wanted to be hot. You know what I mean? Now I got it.
All right.
Now I know what I want to say to y'all.
All right, no doubt. All right, so we're gonna get you to spit a few verses.
Yeah?
Yeah, rap this. All right, no doubt. We'll be back.